Yesterday, I saw, and I'm assuming you also saw. So we may say, okay, I understand that I don't die. No one dies. But what about the sorrows while living? It's a miserable while living, the sorrows that we confront. And you say, don't grieve. So many sorrows I go through. Right now, the sorrow of listening to you, Swamiji. Abba, today is the last day. Thank God. So living, what about the living sorrows? The physical pains, the emotional worries, anxieties, the intellectual dejections, all these while living. What about that? So Lord Krishna says, how to meet the pains and sorrows while living. So in verse 14, Lord Krishna had said, Matra Sparshas Kaunteya. O son of Mother Kunti, O son of that reverential mother who said, give me sorrow. Because when I am in sorrow, I remember you. And you come immediately. So all experience of joy or sorrow, only BMI, only when BMI contacts OET. When BMI contacts OET, then alone sorrow or joy, pain or pleasure. Just as only when you touch the electrical power, electricity will not shock you unless you contact it. Remember the mother-in-law? She was cleaning the electrical outlet with a pin inside the electrical outlet. What will electricity do? It will do its dharma, shock you, isn't it? She was shocked and lying down. So matra sparsha. I go and stand on the seashore and complain. The water is wetting me. Is it not foolish stupidity? So matra sparsha kaunteya shitoshna sukhudukkadaha. Then only by sparsha matra. So remember the story of the two friends, Murthy and Rao, their sons in America, Samba Murthy and Samba Shiva Rao. Both were called Sam. And one day telegram comes to Rao. Sam, accident, safe, hospital. Imagine Rao's condition. Rao was lamenting. At that time, Murthy was so peaceful. He comes and consoles Rao. Murthy says, don't worry, Rao. My Samba Murthy is there. Isn't it? He will take very good care of our Samba Shiva Rao. Next day, another cable. Rao is so scared, he doesn't want to open it. Murthy opens it peacefully. And when he reads there, it is Samba Murthy who had the accident and not Samba Shiva Rao. Cable sent by Samba Shiva Rao. Imagine when Murthy realizes it is Samba Murthy, he starts lamenting. Yesterday, he was peaceful when the accident had happened. Nothing happened, but matra sparsha. So now the same Rao who was lamenting yesterday, the same Rao comes and consoles Murthy and said, don't worry, Rao. Murthy, my son, Samba Shiva Rao, is there. He will take very good care of our Samba Murthy. Same consolation. So Murthy's son, even though he had the accident, yet Murthy was affected the day before. Why? No matra sparsha. Rao's son is safe, yet Rao lamenting the earlier day. Why? Matra sparsha. He thought the son was in accident. Next day, another cable comes. He is scared to open it. Murthy opens. And then Murthy realizes Samba Murthy had the accident. Murthy started crying that his son got the accident. Why cry now? Because matra sparsha. So matra sparsha, first Rao lamenting. Next day, matra sparsha, Murthy lamenting. And these joys and sorrows, agama painaha. They come and they go. First, it was Rao's turn to cry. And Murthy peaceful. Next day, Murthy's turn to cry. And Rao peaceful. So there's come and go, the joy and sorrow and joy, they come and go. Agama painaha. Anityaha. Impermanent, meaning that is the same thing or being which gives joy at one moment. The same thing can give you solid, concentrated sorrows. So this is how. So, hey Bharata, Krishna addresses, you are the descendant of that brave Bharata. Tan titikshasva. Bear them patiently. So remember this always. I. Contact, come and go, and impermanent. So all pains and pleasures, joys and sorrows, dejections and elations are only on contact. They come and go, and they are impermanent. With this understanding, tan titikshasva. Not blindly forbearing. Blindly forbearing, what's the use? Understand. I. Only on contact. Joy or sorrow. And these, no joy is permanent, no sorrow is permanent. They come and go. And impermanent, the same thing or being cannot guarantee the same experience every time. Understanding this, with this vision, tan titikshasva. Then you say, okay, Swamiji, I will bear. But what will I get? What is the reward? Now Lord Krishna reveals the reward. Now Manini Lakshmanan will chant solo. Verse 15.
Yam hi na vyatayantyete purusham purusharshabha samadukha sukham dhiram somritatvaya kalpate.
So yam hi na vyatayanti ete purusham purusharshabha. One who is not oscillated by the experience of joy and sorrow, thrills and ills of life. So one who is not disturbed by pain and pleasure, by joy and sorrow, by honor and dishonor, profit and loss, he maintains the balance. Remember the two words, manasthiti, paristhiti. Two very important words, meaning one whose manasthiti is not carried away by paristhiti, the external situation. He has made his mind like a thermostat. Earlier, before the study of Gita, it was thermometer. After the study of the scriptures, mind becomes thermostat. You can adjust the temperature of your mind. 68 degrees in summer, 70 degrees in winter. Like the lighthouse, he stands firm, himself balanced, and also becomes the guiding light for all who are lost in the sea of samsara, the realm of change. So samadukha sukham dhiram, one who is same, balanced in pain and pleasure. Not that pain and pleasure is same, but he is same to pain and pleasure. Such a person is called dhira. Here dhira means balanced, means one whose mind is quiet, alert, and vigilant. Now you may ask, why should I be balanced? What will I get if I'm balanced? Why should I learn the art of balancing? So Krishna gives the reward. Somritatvaya kalpate. Saha, such a person who maintains the balance, who learns the art of balancing. Saha, amrutatvaya kalpate. He becomes fit, qualified for amrita, means for the changeless reality. Okay, I will bear, but how long should I bear? So here Krishna reveals a new vision he gives. We are enduring all our sorrows and pains, thinking it is real. Isn't it? When you know it is not real, then balancing is effortless. Balancing of mind is easy. So titiksha can be practiced only by giving reality to the experience we are experiencing. We think the experience is real, and then we try to endure. But if you know it is not real, then, so always we should understand, As long as we give value to something, it will make us yield to its temptations, isn't it? So giving too much value to BMI, too much value we give, and BMI will make us yield to their unending demands. So think what we are experiencing. Is it really real? So we are, as Indians, you have to say, really, really real. Is it really, really real? So you mean to say what we are experiencing is not real? Analyze. Analyze what is real and what is unreal. The next verse 16, Vijay Mahimtura will chant verse 16 solo.
नासतो विद्यते भावः न भावो विद्यते सतः उभयोरपि दृष्टोऽन्तः त्वनयोस्तत्त्वदर्शिभिः.
So here Lord Krishna is declaring unreal never is. Unreal never is. And real ever is. Only one N difference. Unreal never is. Real ever is. See that? So, ubhayorapi drishtontaha tu anayoho tattvadarshibhihi. Of these two, the unreal and the real, the essence of it, the final truth, the tattvadarshibhihi have seen it. It has been seen by the knowers of the truth. The final truth of these two, real and unreal, is seen by the knowers of the truth. We may say, how can I not give reality to what is happening? Now think, what is real? Remember the definition Shankaracharya gives? That regarding which your thought does not change. Yad vishaya buddhihi na vyabhicharati tat sat. That is called real. And that regarding which your thought changes, fluctuates. That is unreal. Meaning, unreal changes, constantly changing. And unreal has no independent existence. Whereas real is changeless, permanent, and also exists independently. Examples you can think, gold and gold ornaments. Gold is changeless. Gold is independent. Whereas gold ornament, changing. Earring can change to nose ring to cheek ring to lip ring to any, it changes. But gold is the same. Gold does not change. So ornaments are changing. Gold changeless. And ornaments depend upon gold. Whereas gold independent. So unreal changes and has no independent existence. Whereas real changeless and exists independently. Now apply to yourself. I am conscious of pain. I am conscious of pleasure, conscious of joy, conscious of sorrow, conscious of honor, conscious of dishonor. Isn't it? All the experiences we are conscious of, physical, emotional, intellectual, all the pairs. When I am conscious of pain, I am not conscious of pleasure. When I'm conscious of pleasure, I'm not conscious of pain. See that? When you are conscious of sorrow, you are not conscious of joy. When you are conscious of joy, you are not conscious of sorrow. See that? When you are conscious of dishonor, you are not conscious of honor. When you are conscious of honor, you are not conscious of dishonor. So in all these experiences, the illuminating consciousness, that illuminating consciousness is changeless. Isn't it? And also, what we are conscious of is depending upon the changeless consciousness. So world is not real because it changes and also depends upon you. You must be conscious of it. Then only the world exists for you. If not, where is the world? As in your deep sleep. But we give so much of reality to the world, the changing world. Like children give reality to ghost. So changeless and independent is real. Changing and dependent is unreal. Therefore, unreal never is. Real ever is. So unreal is illusion. Illusion is not real. Illusion cannot be independent. Illusion depends upon the substratum. In fact, it only appears on the substratum. Ghost is an illusion. Ghost is not real. Ghost appears on the post, the substratum. So, ubhayorapi drishtontaha tu anayoho tattvadarshibhihi, the seers of that reality, the real, whichever is, the seers have determined the nature of the real and unreal. Now, what is that Satvastu? What is that real entity? The next verse gives, verse 17, and Riya Iyer will repeat after me. Verse 17. Avinashi tu tad vidhi.
Avinashi tu tad vidhi.
Yena sarvamidam tatam.
Yena sarvamidam tatam.
Vinashamavyyasyasya.
Vinashamavyyasyasya.
Na kaschit kartum arhati.
Na kaschit kartum arhati.
What is that real, whichever is? What is that Sat Vastu? Krishna is saying, Avinashi tu tad vidhi. Tu, indeed, Tat Avinashi vidhi. Know that to be indestructible. Vidhi Avinashi Tat. Know that to be indestructible. Yena. Yena means by which. Yena sarvamidam tatam. That by which all this is pervaded. Yena sarvamidam tatam. Yena, that by which. Sarvamidam tatam. Idam sarvam tatam. All this is pervaded. Means by that one reality, all this is pervaded. Meaning the one in the many. As the sacred Sakshi, the one Sakshi, experiencing all the experiences, physical pains and pleasures, emotional joys and sorrows, intellectual dejections and elations, the same Sakshi in everyone. So now the Lord is saying, Yena sarvamidam tatam, that by which all this is pervaded. But when he goes to 9th chapter, by the time is half time. 9th chapter is half. So Arjuna is slowly appreciating. So Lord declares there, Maya tatamidam sarvam. By me, all this is pervaded. See how? So Arjuna can appreciate at that time. So Yena sarvamidam tatam. Tatam means vyaptam. Means that by which all this is pervaded. So that indeed is imperishable. That indeed is real. That indeed is Satvastu, the absolute reality by which all this is pervaded. Tatam, remember, Vyaptam Jagatyena Chidatma Bhavat. Tapon Shatakam. We are doing the Gita Jayanti time, Tapo Jayanti. Tapo Gita Jayanti time, we are remembering the glorious Grand Master. So remembering Tapon Maharaj, who is Sri Saumya Kashisha Maheshwaraya. That too today. Today is Arudra Darshanam, the most auspicious day. And today, even 3 Bala Vihar children got up very early in the morning and chanted the Veda mantras for 2 hours in our Sri Gopalakrishna's class. See the glory. So, Vyaptam. So, Yena Sarvamidam Tatam. So, Vyaptam Jagadyena Chidatma Bhavat. Chidatma Bhavat Vyaptam Jagadyena. That pure consciousness, Chinmaya, which pervades this entire universe, that is imperishable. That indeed is real. That indeed is Satvastu, the absolute reality. Now, that which is all pervading, it cannot be anything. No thing can pervade everything. No particular form can be all pervading. So the all pervading reality cannot be any object. So what can be other than the object? Other than the object is only the subject. Therefore the Lord declared, Maya, by me, Maya tatamidam sarvam. By me, all this is pervaded. By me doesn't mean the body. Atman, the self, the divine life, the pure consciousness, Chinmaya, pervades all this. So, Maya tatamidam sarvam. So, no object is all pervading. No form is all pervading. See, remember the example? Necklace which is made of gold is not pervading all the ornaments. Meaning, gold necklace is not in gold bangle. And gold bangle is not in gold necklace. But gold is present in necklace, and gold is present, the same gold present in bangle as well. Earring is not nose ring. Nose ring is not earring. But nowadays they interchange. They exchange. They put the earring in the nose ring and nose ring in the earring. That's the today's advantage. But even then, nose ring is not earring. Earring is not nose ring. When they put it on the nose, it is called nose ring. When you put it on the ear, it becomes earring. See the name and form? The name changes. But gold is present the same in all ornaments. Table is not chair. Chair is not a book. See that? So table is not in the chair. Chair is not a book. Each one is different. But what is common? The table exists. The chair exists. Book exists. All things exist. All beings exist. Where? In the Sattvastu. Sattva means existence. Existence is all pervading. The same existence is there in all existing things and beings. Those who are music lovers, those who love music, where exactly is the raga in the song? The raga is all pervading in the song. My own experience. I always wanted to listen to MS Subbalakshmi. And luckily for me, MS Subbalakshmi's concert was arranged by our own Chinmaya Mission. Since Chinmaya Mission is organizing, I wanted the front seat, very close to her, so that I can enjoy to watching her face. And I enjoyed watching MS face, so divine, so beautiful. But how long can you keep on looking? My eyes were getting tired. Even Balaji's face, if you are given a chance, you cannot see for a long time. Therefore, they push you. Jargandi, 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 they push you. And moreover, what happens when you go near Balaji? When you go close, you close your eyes. Why? To see within. Just as when you kiss, you close your eyes. Don't get the wrong idea. I meant when you kiss a small baby, an infant, you close your eyes to experience the bliss within. And during that MS concert, long time I was staring because not even blinking. So my eyes got tired. So I removed my glasses and then started rubbing my eyes. The person next to me, an old man, he tapped me. Then I looked, yes. He said, Swamiji, enna ragamnu paarthu sollunga. He said, means, Swamiji, please see and tell. Paarthu sollunga. See and tell what raga it is. When I heard that, immediately I put on my glasses and started seeing. Literally seeing. An old wise man, he understood my level of music. He said, Swamiji, kavalapadadinga. Neenga summa irunga, he said. Means, Swamiji, don't worry. Don't exert yourself. You can't see the raga, but you can know the raga. Isn't it? Those who know the raga. Yapashyati, sapashyati. Even though it is said, I see the raga, they may say it. But one who knows, knows. So in the 9th chapter, Lord declared, Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina. Means, in my unmanifest form, I am pervading all this. By me, all this is pervaded. But I don't see in my unmanifest form. Means, that which is all pervading is invisible to my senses, as though invincible, because our attention is only on the name and form. Think. See, when you see clay pot is visible, but clay is not recognized. So clay is invisible, as though clay is invisible. Gold, as though invisible in the gold necklace. So your attention is only on the gold necklace, but you don't recognize the gold, because of which the gold necklace is. The water is invisible in the waves. So the names and forms, they veil the reality. Also, change is called destruction. Change means destruction. Yesterday died, means yesterday changed to today. So change is called destruction. And changeless is imperishable. So ocean never changes. Waves change. Gold never changes. Ornaments change. Clay never changes. Clay utensils change. Now, very, very important. Speaker never changes. Audience change. Isn't it? So subjectively, if you think, I was a child, I was a youth, I was middle-aged, now I am adult. See, the I is changeless. Isn't it? So even though I say I is changeless, I have to say I am changeless. And objectively, the is. Table is. Chair is. Book is. That isness is changeless. So, Avinashitu tadvidhi yena sarvamidam tatam. The presence that pervades the universe is imperishable. Vinasham avyayasya asya na kaschit kartum arhati. No one can destroy this imperishable reality. No one. And you should see what Adi Shankara declares. Ishwaraha api. Even Ishwara cannot destroy. You may say, even God cannot destroy? Yes. Why? God cannot destroy what? Even God cannot destroy this imperishable reality. Why? God is that imperishable reality. Isn't it? God is imperishable. So this imperishable reality is God himself. So asya avyayasya vinasham kartum kaschit na arhati. Nobody, no one can destroy this imperishable reality. But what about the destruction we are seeing all around? Remember, change is called a destruction. Changeless is imperishable. Also, if anything is changing, then it must be unreal. Isn't it? If it is changing, it must be unreal. I am giving reality to it because changeless alone is real. The real ever is. Unreal never is. So what is real is said in this verse. That is, it is avinashitu tadviddhi yena sarvamidam tatam vinasham avyayasyasya na kaschit kartum arhati. Nobody, no one can destroy this imperishable reality. Ishvaraha api. Because Ishvara himself is that imperishable reality. Now, what is unreal then? So what is unreal is said in the next verse. Now, verse 18, Shri Dhanya Tirumala will repeat after me. Antavanta ime dehaha
Antavanta ime dehaha
nityasyokta sharirinaha
nityasyuktah sharirinaha
anashino prameyasya
anashino prameyasya
tasmadyudhyasva bharata
tasmadyudhyasva bharata
antavantaha ime dehaha. Antavantaha means destructible. Ime dehaha, these bodies. So as pointing out to all the bodies in the war. So these bodies, ime dehaha, are antavanta, destructible. Destructible means they perish. Whose bodies are these which get destroyed? Whose bodies? We say my body and look at what Krishna is saying. Whose bodies? These bodies are of the indweller. Sharirinaha. The indweller is called Sharirinaha. So the indweller, Sharirin. Sharirin, the indweller in all these bodies, is Nitya, eternal. Anashin, imperishable. Aprameya, immeasurable. See that how Krishna is describing. The indweller is eternal, imperishable, and immeasurable. Nitya, eternal. Anashin, imperishable. And aprameya, immeasurable. See that? How beautiful Krishna describes. Nitya, nityasya, anashinaha, aprameyasya, sharirinaha. So the sharirin is eternal, imperishable, immeasurable. And ime deha, these bodies are nityasya sharirinaha. These bodies are of the eternal indweller. Eternal means changeless. So these bodies of the changeless eternal. Ime dehaha anashinaha sharirinaha. These bodies of the imperishable indweller. Nityasya sharirinaha, eternal indweller. Ime dehaha anashinaha sharirinaha. These bodies are of the imperishable indweller. One more he says, ime dehaha aprameyasya sharirinaha. These bodies are of the immeasurable indweller. So these bodies of the eternal indweller, these bodies of the imperishable indweller, these bodies of the immeasurable indweller, these bodies are antavanta. Antavanta means destructible, perishable. So antavanta ime dehaha uktaha. So these bodies are said to have an end. They have a beginning, so they have an end. So these destructible bodies are said to belong to the eternal, the imperishable, the immeasurable indweller. Names and forms perish, but not the substratum. Ornaments perish, not gold. Waves perish, not ocean. Clay utensils perish, not clay. Apply. BMI perishes, changing. BMI perishes. Not Chinmaya, not the pure consciousness. So the indweller is Nitya, eternal. Eternal because real. Real ever is. Unreal never is. The indweller is Anashin, imperishable. Imperishable because the cause of time, cause of Kala, meaning the substratum of time. In time alone, all destruction and also construction. So in time alone, all destruction and all construction. So imperishable is that indweller. And the indweller is aprameya, means immeasurable. You cannot measure it. Means immeasurable means not known. Not known means not known as an object. Meaning cannot be measured by BMI. The BMI cannot measure it. Meaning BMI cannot know it. BMI can know OET. BMI is very efficient in knowing OET. But BMI cannot know the reality. Isn't it? So that indweller, aprameya, immeasurable. He is immeasurable because he is the very subject. Not object, the very subject. Remember the flashlight example? The flashlight has the beam of light. The beam of light, you can focus on anything in a dark room and you can know any object. But supposing when you're seeing this brilliant beam of light of the flashlight and you want to know what is the battery that is giving this bright, brilliant beam of light. In that beam of light, you want to see the battery. So if you remove the battery, what will happen? There's no beam of light. Isn't it? So too, our intellect is like the flashlight. Just as the flashlight has the beam of light, our intellect has the beam of intelligence. This beam of intelligence can know anything in the objective world. But when the doubt comes, a question, what a brilliant beam of light. What is the source of this brilliant beam of light? When this doubt comes, can the beam of intelligence illumine the source? Just as the beam of light of the flashlight cannot illumine its battery, so too, the beam of intelligence cannot illumine the source. However, this very thought, what is the source of this brilliant beam of intelligence? This thought is called contemplation. Thus, when you are searching and seeking and searching, the source of this very beam of intelligence, when you're seeking the source or searching the source, that is called contemplation. Thus, through contemplation, that will reveal. So, antavanta ime dehaha, antavanta ukta. These bodies are said to have an end. These bodies are destructible. And remember, from the standpoint of real and unreal, when the body is falsified as unreal, the moment you falsify your body as unreal, at that moment itself, the body ends. Meaning, the body identification ends. The body identification that I am the body. That identification ends. Just as when on inquiry, when you inquire, on inquiry when the snake has been falsified, because you are seeing snake on the rope. So when on inquiry the snake has been falsified and rope is recognized, at that time itself, the snake disappears. So we first inquire, is it a snake? Very few inquire. Moment you think it is snake, you start running away. It is snake, it is snake. The fear grips. That is very far away. At least can you check? Can you inquire, is it a snake? Only when you inquire, is it a snake, and bring in the light, then the light reveals that it is not a snake. It is only a rope. Thus, you see, it is only a rope. Then the snake is negated. The snake vision ends in the vision of the rope. So to inquire. We must first inquire, am I body? Am I this body? If you are a Tamil person, you can sing the song. Nandana, Nandana, Udalum Ullamum, Nandana. Are you Swamiji, you are singing wrong? No, I made into Vedanta. There the heroine is asking Nalandana. I am not interested in the hero being all right. Nandana. Meaning, am I this body? Am I this mind? Am I this intellect? No. Because I'm conscious of. I'm knowing it as an object. I cannot be. So, if I'm not the body, not the mind, not the intellect, then who am I? That pure consciousness, Chinmaya. So now Krishna declares, Tasmat, therefore, Yudhyasva, He Bharata. Tasmat Yudhyasva. It's very, you get a shocking. He says, Tasmat, finally, Tasmat Yudhyasva. This Tasmat Yudhyasva has to be understood properly. For Arjuna, it was fight. Because why did he come to the battlefield? To give up his bow and arrow? He has come to the battlefield to fight. So for Arjuna, Yudhyasva means it was fight. Because he came to fight. He came to fight Adharma. But seeing his grandsire and Guru, he got confused. The attachment. My grandsire, my Guru. And then what happened? He is hesitating to fulfill his responsibilities. He threw away his bow and arrow. So for Arjuna, because he came to fight, therefore Krishna says, Tasmad Yudhyasva. So therefore fight means fulfill your responsibilities. Face your challenges cheerfully. So for us, fight means fulfill your responsibilities. Remember the pledge. We know our responsibilities. Oh Lord, give us the ability and courage to fulfill them. So face your challenges cheerfully. Now my responsibility is to study and share my best. And what is your responsibility? Your responsibility is to listen and listen attentively. Oh, Swamiji, do we have to listen to you? Yes. That too attentively? Yes. Whether we like it or not? Yes. You must. Okay, Swamiji. And silently you thank God. Why? Thank God, today is the last day. So my duty, my responsibility to study and share. And I share my best. And your responsibility to listen attentively. And finally, Hey Bharata, Krishna declares. Hey Bharata means Bha means light. Rata means one who revels. Means one who revels in the light of knowledge. So one who revels in the light of knowledge is called Bharata. We are Bharatiyas because we revel in Gita knowledge. We revel in pure consciousness, Chinmaya. So let us invoke the grace and blessings of Chinmaya to flow through our BMI and give maximum happiness to maximum people for maximum time. So may Shri Gurudev's grace and blessings flow through us to everyone around us. So not only we are Bharatiyas, we revel in Gita knowledge. Now, I would also say we can also revel in Bhakti Lahari. It's a Makara Sankranti special is coming. Shri Priya Bhakti Lahari. Online on Saturday, January 16th at 4 p.m. I'm eagerly waiting for that. So Shri Priya Bhakti Lahari. You can enjoy so melodious bhajans it will be. So those who have enjoyed earlier will enjoy again. So thank you very, very, very much. I cannot thank enough by your presence. You are silent. You are silently motivating. I don't know. So you may not know it, but that is the fact for me. So I don't know how motivating I was to you, but you were definitely motivating for me. Because of you, I was cooking. Isn't it? Why should I cook or else? All husbands tell me, Swamiji, Bhiksha is so great always. So tasty because my wife, when she offers Bhiksha, it is the best dinner. So since you offer me the best Bhiksha, I have to offer my best Bhiksha. So my Bhiksha is spicy also. So thank you very much. Now it is 7:51. So we have enough time for shooting you. So thank you very much. Now organizers, please take over.
Arati सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की
Please do namaskar to the Aarti.